The data operators, as known as ADM or Advanced Data Manipulation, are used to manipulate data of our particles, like scale, position, rotation, you name it. So here I have this system with those greenish particles here on this plane, and I want to manipulate the data of those particles. So let's add a data operator to our system, and I'll check out update. This way you don't have to keep updating it every time you change something. So just click here on Edit Data Flow and it will open this new window. This new window is just like the particle view here. It have a depot with some brand new operators. It's called sub-operators. So the most important sub-operators are the output ones, because you will use it to output values from here to outside of the data operators inside this event. Let me show you an example. I want to change the scale of those particles. So I will use an output and I will select it. I will select the scale of my particles here. But I want to change exactly the Z scale, the Z component of its scale. So I can choose here the Z component of my particles scale. And it's doing nothing now. It don't have any value entering here. So I will use a scalar to input a value to this output standard. So I'll drag and drop the scalar, and the scalar, it's just a number. You can change it here. And let's connect this scalar to the output component here. Now a scale of 1 in the scalar, it means 100% of the size. So if I increase it, you can see that the size of my particles in Z are changing. If I want it to be like in Y, I could just change it here. But let's keep it in Z. And what's really cool of data operators is that you can input a different value for every single particle. Because this stuff here you could do only with a scale operator here inside of your flow. So let's get now an input standard. The input standard, it's very useful because you can get data from your system here. So the input standard, the input suboperators will get data from here, and the output suboperators will send particles back there. So in this case, I know that all my particles have a different X position. So let's get the X position of my particles. Like this one have a higher value on its X component of its position than this one. So let's connect it here. Now check it out. All the particles have a different value applied to its scale, and it's based on its position. It's the same value. Let me show here. You can right click on your suboperator and click on show data. Here, show data. And it will show the position, in this case, X of every particle. Like the particle which have the index of 0 have 10 units value on here, because its X position is 10. And there's another particle with 30, 50, 70, as you can see. And it's getting this position value, X position value, and putting this value on the scale of my particles. But let's say that I think this value is too high. I would like to have only half of it. I can manipulate this value here using a function. So let's just drag and drop a function here. And as you can see, this function is working as vectors. A vector is like 3 real values. So let's change it to real here. And now this function will get a value. And I want to divide it. So I change it to division by R2. As you can see here, R1 divided by R2. R1 is this first one, which is the position. And I want to divide it by R2. So I will create a new scalar here, and I will use it as R2. So I will connect it here. and I want to divide it by 2. So I will just put 2 here. And now I have to connect this one here. I can connect it and it will replace this. And let me just show you something. If you want to delete this wire, you can just right click on it. You'll see the scissor and you just release the right click. See? And now it's dividing R1 by R2. And let's say that you want to increase it. And now I think it looks better. And if you change the position of your plane, it will automatically update its values. Let's say I want to rotate it. See, you can have some really cool effects with those stuff. And basically that's how the data operator works. Let me know if you have any doubt or any suggestion to another tutorial. And that's it. Don't forget to like this video. This way you really support us if you like this, and follow us on Vimeo or subscribe to our YouTube account. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.